You have no idea where the point of impact was in this collision, do you?
Nobody does.
I'm asking you, not nobody.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
So let
Was there any discussion on how you could portray yourself as independent?
I don't believe there was.
So you don't believe it?
Yeah, there was no need to.
That's not the question. Details matter. Was there any attempt?
so the objection's sustained. I'm going to strike that, folks. Okay. Questions, Mr. Brennan?
Was there any attempt in your conversation to portray yourself as independent as far as your arrangements are concerned and putting out there?
No, I don't think so, because there was no need to, because it was independent.
When you had conversations with the defense, did they offer to give you transportation assistance getting here?
They provided a ride to and from the airport, yes.
Did you tell the defense that you prefer to take an Uber so that it would appear independent to a jury?
No, because I didn't take an Uber. I took their ride. If I wanted to appear independent, then I would have taken an Uber.
You had a conversation about that you were thinking about taking an Uber.
It didn't even cross my mind, sir.
And then after you testified, did you stay independent?
What do you mean independent?
Did you have any bias behind you?
Any bias?
Bias, yeah.
What do you mean? Did I have any bias?
After you testified, where did you go?
Well, I was waiting for my ride, and to get back to the airport, they had to take other people, and so they were having a lunch afterwards, and they said, come have a sandwich, and then your ride will take you to the airport. So I went, and I had a ham sandwich.
Had a ham sandwich. Did you testify at some point that after you had something to eat, you just stood in the corner?
I did. I sat at a table, ate, and then went over and literally stood in the corner waiting for my ride.
When you sat at the table and eat, did you just eat your ham sandwich, or did more go on?
I ate. People were talking. I really didn't talk much at all.
Did you listen?
Well, certainly, I'm sure I did, sir.
Did you laugh a lot?
I assume if something funny was said, I'd probably laugh.
Did you talk about your testimony?
I don't, at this point, I don't even remember.
Let me look at something. When you were there at the luncheon, did you see a camera crew
I believe I did, yes, sir.
filming and documenting, right?
There were a lot of cameras, yes.
You know that you think they're on some of that footage?
That's fine. I could care less.
So do you think maybe you were talking about the case and your answers and laughing it up a little bit?
I have no idea. Possibly.
How long were you at the table eating your ham sandwich with the folks there enjoying the event? How long do you think that went on for?
I honestly don't know. 10 minutes? How long does it take you to eat a ham sandwich? 10 minutes?
You know how much you've been paid so far?
I haven't been paid anything. I'm a salaried employee for ARCA. I have no idea how much ARCA's been paid.
How much has ARCA been paid because of your work so far?
I have no idea. I'm not involved in the financials, sir.
You have no idea how much time, how much compensation your company's going to get for the work that you've done and continue to do on this case. You have no idea.
Yeah, it's not my concern. It's not my department, so I don't.
Is that's a no?
That's the no, sir.
Now, when you
Test.
did you ever use Signal?
I did not, no, sir.
Why not?
I have no need to.
Why would you have a need to?
I'm going to allow it.
I wouldn't have a need to. That's why I said I don't use it.
When you looked at all the tests you did, the plastic broke differently in each and every case, every experiment, didn't it?
Sure, it's broken like that, and I've never seen a case where you get these types of abrasions.
I didn't ask you that. Is that funny?
It's not funny.
Please. Were you ever under the impression that Dr. Rentschler was trying to reenact the actual collision when he did that blue test?
I'm going to allow it.
Well, that was the only test he performed, and he referenced that test for his opinion that the position and orientation of the lacerations are consistent with the taillight cover. So if that test was not intended to signify or demonstrate the position of the arm, he has no evidence to say the position and orientation of the arm in the lacerations, which are abrasions, are consistent with the taillight cover. That's the only test he did. So if it doesn't represent that, it's really meaningless in his analysis and conclusions.
Now that you've shared your opinions, can I get back to my question?
Sustained. So, Mr. Jackson, Mr. Brennan, I'm going to seek counsel.
So when you made your criticism, that you've done testing regarding Dr. Welcher, you don't have any evidence, any statement on it that he was trying to reimplant the actual fluid.
When I did that, there's one test with the arm like this. That's the only evidence that was presented in his opinion or in his case. I evaluated that. I have not seen any other explanation of what happened or how it occurred. Specifically, Dr. Welcher said in his report on page 9, he said, I have conducted an accident reconstruction and biomechanical engineering analysis of this matter. If he did not recreate how he was positioned, if he did not determine the speed of impact, if he did not determine how Mr. O'Keefe's body moved, if he did not determine where he ended up, then he did not conduct either an accident reconstruction analysis or a biomechanical causation analysis. He did nothing of the sort.
Other than your opinion, let's get back to my question if I could.
I believe I answered at the beginning of that, sir.
I'm going to ask you again. My detailed question is, there is nothing in Dr. Welcher's report or any of his presentation that states he is trying to represent the exact posture, movement, and stance of Mr. O'Keefe when there was a collision. It's not anywhere in there where he stated that.
It's not stated. I'd be curious to find out what that, if that wasn't the intent of the test, I'd be curious to see what the actual intent was.
Is the answer no, it's not in there?
I think I just said that at the beginning of my answer, sir.
I'm going to ask you again, is the answer no?
The answer is no.
In this case, you don't know the position of Mr. O'Keefe's arm at impact, do you?
Nobody knows. I don't think his arm was even impacted by the car, so no. I don't know the position of the arm at impact because it wasn't hit by the car.
You don't know the angle of his body at impact, do you?
The alleged angle?
You have no information about the angle of Mr. O'Keefe's body at the time the defendant's Lexus was traveling backwards on January 29, 2022, do you? We
have no information that he was even hit by the Lexus. So there wouldn't be any information on the angle if his body wasn't hit.
Well, when you studied this case and you looked at all the evidence and all these different things, did you look at these photos and see that alleged piece of taillight shard recovered from the front yard area of 34th Fairview Road? Did you consider that?
Well, was that part of the one that was recovered by a leaf blower or not?
When you were doing your ample study, sir,
yes.
What I'm asking you is, when you were looking at all the available evidence, did you look at this photo of this alleged taillight shard on the front lawn of 34th Fairview Road? Were you aware of it?
No. Oh, I was aware that there was debris in the yard, but again, that has nothing to do with the biomechanical analysis. If you can't prove that the impact happened, then everything after that doesn't actually matter, does it? Because all of that would be from something else. So unless you prove the core issue at this case, the contact, the post-impact movement, the head injury, without proving that, everything else is ancillary to what you're attempting to conclude.
Do you have any evidence in your biomechanical studies how this alleged piece of taillight shard ended up on the front lawn of 34th Fairview?
I don't know, sir. I didn't evaluate or investigate that.
Could I have Exhibit 76A, please? Did you see this photograph, sir?
I do, yes.
Is that part of a red taillight shard or an alleged piece of a taillight shard?
It looks like it, yes.
Did you consider this in your biomechanical studies that this taillight shard was found in front of 34th Fairview Road?
Well, Scott, can you give me a precise distance from where the body was found and where that was found with respect to Mr. O'Keefe, with respect to a reference point?
Did you consider this, sir?
There is none, so no, I did not consider that.
Mr. O'Keefe's hat?
Oh,
Did you
that's
look at
his
this
hat.
photograph?
I see now, yes.
Did you know he was wearing a hat that night?
I did, yes.
And did you consider how that hat ended up on the ground in front of 34 Fairview?
No, sir, that was not part of my biomechanical analysis. There's a number of ways a hat can end up in a yard.
Is one of those ways being in a collision with a Lexus?
I suppose that's a possibility, or someone could put it there. I mean, there's a number of different possibilities as to when or how a hat may appear in a yard.
Who do you think put it there?
Well, I have no idea. I haven't seen any evidence of how it got there, and frankly, it's immaterial to a biomechanical analysis.
Do you have a theory you want to share with us about planting evidence? Is that what we're getting at, sir?
This is